I mean, say it's comfy music, but it really is just like the zone music. Ah, yeah, let me see. So, do figure out like the best way to order. Um, yeah, it should do. Something like that. I haven't changed anything, so everything should still work. What there? This thing is so weird. I've seen like a few of them go by so far. Oi, can you hear me? Am I good? Am I good? I should be able to hear me, I think, right? We're just gonna go right back into it, from where we left off. The sisters died, you know? Oi. I'm just gonna go back in. Oh, I think we're going somewhere different now? Loud and clear? Hey, that's good. Okay. Alize and Alfino tell me they have finished the preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might ask for your account. Ah! We gotta go back through it. Ah.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
Aww.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
Aww.
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald.
Oh, it's so...
The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Zenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory. And that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
Oh.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
I mean, I guess House Brutus would be like, just like as a house would have money kind of just as is, right? But, I don't know, it's sort of think of like, ah yes, Asians have a bunch of money.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers.
I wonder if the giant tremor, like, the other survivors mentioned like a really, really loud roar, right? I wonder if that and the giant tremor are the same thing, and also the same thing mentioned as like the, what did they call it? Like a really loud noise that was heard, like, before the 7th Unbroke Calamity?
But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
Babel.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Is it the radio? Ah, it is the radio.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence.
I see. Yeah, the radio is super crude. It is very
picture
crude.
is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Hello, hello. I love Cyrena. She's so cute.
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
You say it was popular? Hey!
I think we do.
It's probably cheap. Yeah, I think what they said was, I forget what they said exactly.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I feel like I've seen this face before.
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pir Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
Hmm.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak.
Is it a Malachi about find crystal for a place that Graha came from? Ah, yeah. Ah, that it came from there.
But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the
Music's
facts.
different.
Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
This song.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
What's with him?
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
Ooh.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
Aw. I'm going with you.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
Yeah.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword?
A sellsword?
Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
I feel like I've seen this guy before, like someone that looks like him. I don't remember who. Something about it's like familiar. I don't know, maybe I'm like... maybe I'm remembering something else. Ah, yes, there's just a bed here. He left her as well as angry while the novelist did his left I'm sure. You'll be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Dankon in particular will be word sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Wait, who is it? this? I've not seen this minion before. Looks cute. Are you ready? Are you and the children ready? I mean, I guess they're kind of young, but I wouldn't really call them children. I will explain the route once we are outside your camp. Anyone who attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Hey! Oh wait. We'll be right back. One moment, real quick. I didn't check on the blaze. Okay. Also, an armed group comes to the heart of the Empire to years of nothing digression on both sides, as well as the loss of Doma and Alamigo with Ayor's new systems recently. I couldn't come to the conclusion that they are humanitarian either. Yeah, they not really help themselves too much, but their intentions are good. But yeah, it's a bit rough. There's this like weird, mysterious civil war, and All this weird stuff going on. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station IV. Children in the lead, I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize, and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Kie. Yeah, where have I heard that before? No matter, Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers. So, you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you ever think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. If there are any creatures by the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, we'll accompany Alphino and Alize will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to Liminal Station IV without falling behind. If you leave Jules behind for any reason, or lose sight of Alphino and Alize, you may try again and return to the starting point. Ready to make a dash for the station? Yes, I am ready. I'm very ready. Well, what are you doing? I got this. Must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest surface to run on. Ah, okay. Now we're getting going, right? I mean, we're only on what? Level 82 MSQ? I do not draw attention. Oh, they got those things. I don't even know what they are. They're just those things. Jotens? Hosting. I think I'm not allowed to draw my weapon at all. Dead, so. I think it is. Hey! Yeah, probably, honestly. Probably are like a demon. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Pulling my eye. Alternatively, this is suppress knowledge and use of the populace that thinks the other factions in the world are weak by comparison. He kills the narrative pretty hard. Yeah. These are your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Hey. We're getting closer to the Imperial Palace. One can still call it that. It truly is a terrifying sight to behold. I wonder what sort of conditions Julius and his comrades are living in. If they have any sense, they'll have picked somewhere like Victor's spoils to take shelter. North of the station is Regio Dolmoro, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off. Understood? From here, we'll be heading northeast. Keep to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye. They spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While wait, I missed it. Well, I doubt they will be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back. I will not take that chance. That said, let us proceed. That's what they said. Which way are we going? Where? I suppose we cross over up. Oh no, there's no left side. I mean, this is the left side, I guess. There we go. Ah, you're just solo fight. Ah. I think either we're either ahead of the pack or we're really behind the pack, but there's nobody else here at the moment, so I suppose we've split up from them. Oh, judging by the running from the other direction, I think we might be behind. We did have a lot of breaks. That's all right. Oh. Imagine how much loss of faith the populace would have if they knew the deaths of Gaius, destruction of Ultima, loss of Castrum Murium, death of Xenos, and liberation of 2 nations was in large thanks to a faction of less than 30, primarily a core of less than 10. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's more than just the Scions that did it. You know, the Eorzean Alliance and stuff did help out too. See where your comrades chose you. Ulysses, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. This part is like, it's rough. It's rough. Like, one hand is like, we want to help them out, but they also don't trust them. We don't really have a good way to gain their trust. Hopefully something will work out, right? I'm really curious, like, where going to the moon comes in with all this. But, the story's gonna be really long, so... we'll see. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. Hey! Alright. Oh! Play. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of desire to remain undiscovered. And that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Seems like we're going towards Iridium? Right? Yeah. Iridium. Tertium. Let's say Tertium. True, but without the Scions, the story of Final Fantasy would be much shorter. The 3 great powers continue to sculpt, and the Empire rules during a time of weakness. Yeah. It is. Still. Those are more monsters than an Imperial. I mean, I like tentacles and all, right? But these ones are not as much. These ones are more a bad guy. The first question of this source is what probably happened, and some more because the accidents keep doing stuff and progress keep happening, so... Yeah. Look at what they have become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of primal ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. And you admit it. Now that you have seen these monstrosities yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Well, that's a nice chocobo garden. Wait. Is Aetherite below? Wait. Interesting. How do I get there? We're like horns, maybe they are tentacles, they look dry rather than callous. Hey. We're almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine. This way. Here. This is Tertium, one of Golemond's large station. Now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Alright. Now, I think I already know a little bit of what happens here just because of one of the trailers. A very slight bit. Ah, this Aetherite doesn't. Seems like they have a radio too. There's so many people glowing down here. Plain to see why they chose this as their base of operation. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Julius is willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep the people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander's in the locomotive, over there. This looks relatively normal. Hey, hello, hello. Well, that's because we already passed some of the really bad bits. I'll deal with you in a moment. It certainly looks the part. Where's that? No. Now comes the true test.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
I think I probably saw his face. It looks interesting too. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Ah.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
Oh, it's not.
Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but...
Well, Hydra, thank you. Thank you for interrupting a cutscene! Oh. And yeah, it is very deep. Why'd you hydrate twice? Why'd you have to do this?
Believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here. And all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want. What you hope for.
So much blood has been shed. So much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it?
Hello, Zahi. Hello, hello.
Can we not work together? To face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers.
How am I doing today? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Really
If
excited.
a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
Year 2002. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
Hmm.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition.
Ooh.
Collar them.
Wait, colors? Wait, like the one Fedora has? Just them, or are they coloring me too?
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
Oh, not the twins!
Stop! Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Ah, now they realize who I am.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Oh.
You needn't worry about us.
How could I not?
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Aww.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason, or on the coldest blackest of nights, be though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Oh, how do we respond? I mean, On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, must share the warmth of our fire. Hey! Ah! Oh, chiffon!
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
Of course.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
Is the bot leading messages?
Yes, sir.
Hey, have a good dinner, have a good dinner. Ah, it's been so good so far. Well done. Sleepy? You're sleepy already? I'm for monster. You know, I mean, I guess I have been drinking like what is it? Ice plus caffeine. So I see on the quest. Hey. Yeah, I'm only level. I mean, I have stopped several times just because you know, cutting it up into like bits for the VOD, but. Yeah, I'm only level 83 on level 82 Miss Q. So, yeah, I mean, I've had like a few hours of break and I've been going a bit slow, but... You mean you're only on like 83 Miss Q, right? Gavin was saying he was on like 86 Miss Q, but I don't know if he like power leveled or if he's just like going through the story like skipping on. I don't know. He might just be leveling and not through the story, or I don't know. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars. Nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, you truly intend to speak with the others, or is that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries. Understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest putting up and learning what we can of their situation, but above all else, don't use magics of any sort. You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if you tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alfino and Alize will pay the price. Put this thing at the start now, he's near the end. He thinks he's skipping? I think he's probably skipping. Most likely he's skipping. Like how many overall quests are there? A lot. Guess I spent a good while wandering Sharayoka, huh? I mean, I did wander around a lot at first, so like I almost wasted like an hour doing that, but I don't go through quests because I'm 32. Hey. You're new to this part of YouTube? No worries, no worries. I mean, we all kind of are, so hey. You came with Julius, did you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you'd best keep your hands off that aetherite. Deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city built by Garleans or Garlean. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use aetherite's power to keep this place lit, but that comes at the cost of its normal function. Ah, I see, that's why they're off. And why they... Hey! Did we go inside at all? I'm sorry. From outside it... I don't know why. From outside I thought like Alfino was like sitting on someone. Like from here, it almost kind of looks like he's just like sitting on someone. I was really confused, but I guess he's tending to someone? Is there aught we may do to ease your woes? There they are, you know, there. So cold. Probably hasn't had a proper meal in days. If only we'd brought some food with us. But perhaps I could use a little magic to— No, I mustn't. Gods, this is so frustrating. That's neat. I thought I used the aether for a different purpose, but I guess it makes sense. It is just a huge aether concentration. Hey! The radio is the same model as the one used at Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. Most likely. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. For the blood of our fallen compatriots. I swear I'll— Ugh. Damn. Who are the suitors? Of all times, the worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, it would be the end of you. Virgilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life, but we made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then night fell and we gathered around the radio. Then the roar, terrible roar. Capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this a mercy, mind intact but body broken, a soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could, murderer. You mend my stuff? We've not the resources, no inclination to assist Slice. Oh. You sell anything? Oh. Ah! No, they don't. Oh, it's on consoles? It is on some consoles? I think. It's so cold. The young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. Aww. It's you! Kie Kyoko! I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends. Swept them aside in their dozens, as though they were nothing to you. Maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve, mark my words. Prison's still awfully close to me. On PS5. Hey! Let's try one then? We're still doing it? Yeah. It's only this free trial though, because I don't believe I can copy one who's access to the others. Yeah. I mean, there might be a trial on con. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I'm playing on PC, so. Did you learn anything of note? That they hate me. And your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there is precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? Is Flavius? Flavius! Who's there? My eyes, they can't see all that well. Thank you. Numbness has subsided a little. But I know I won't last much longer. I should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. Oh! I get the feeling they don't like you too much. Haha! I understand it's supposed to be an emotional reverse kind of moment, but to me it just shows the indoctrinated blindness the actions some of the element party should fight for. Kind of. It's pretty hard to have him sword, but you have to be wary of Walker and everyone there's no mouths. What do you mean there are mouths? What are you talking about? Hey, mounts are like level 20. Those you met fare no better. I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they are not in a position to help. Maybe Julius could persuade him, but we need to persuade Julius first. That's what we're doing. Talking to him. Yeah. Oh, it was worse earlier. We cried earlier. We cried like twice earlier. Once he was like really wholesome and good, and once he was just sad. Very sad. Well, seen enough? Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from nearby houses. Most families kept, them stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work, and we have a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. Yes, you were asleep for crying. Twice, apparently. We cried a lot. I mean, I cried a lot in Shadowbringers. I cried a lot. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has a secured, ready supply. You can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye, everything will change. One of your comments mentioned something along those lines. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Heard something, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telepharoi. Then, he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We'd identified the seat of the enemy's power. We realized Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the ex-legion saying as much, instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions, to prepare for combined assault on the Telepharoi. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then, we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Valinor. They need help now. Say the word, and we will bring you ceruleum. I will speak with Lord Quintus. Hey! Like he's just baby. What? I'm not a baby! They were good stuff! So, did he agree to it? Oh. No. He will not place Garlemald in the debt of her enemies. I have, however, in order to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. I'm not cute! Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You lot are more trouble than your word. Once we are outside, we will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Oi! No, why do you always make me hydrate? Oh. These park materials. Jules finds himself in somewhat bizarre position. Okay. We will begin our search for ceruleum in Radio Reggio Urbanissima. The first location is Forum Soleus, a park to the northwest of the station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Okay. Like that. It's totally right. Personally, I find the concept of crying related to being a baby absurd. Crying's a normal thing. Exactly, but it was also just really sad. Not that I was a baby, it's just that it touched me in like a really soft spot. And I was just like, ah. No, Ryan, that wasn't work. So dark here. What's he gonna say? This is the plan. No, that's it. Oh, cutscene. Ah. So this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. Oh no! It reminds me of Amara! This park was named after the founding father of the Empire, the great Solus Scaldus. Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, I scour the city for every last drop. While I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time, in case something has been overlooked. I see. Then with your permission, we will commence the search. More human and normal being a baby is relevant. I get. Hey, you've been a mod. Did you expect to come to work for side features? Yeah, kids, I'm not what. Oh, okay. Listen, certain things make me very soft. Okay? Like family. This. Well. Loading. A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained to ceruleum, as Lewis said. See. Browse me. Drillus is here. Why are we expecting to find ceruleum on a slide? It's a rather, barbaric looking slide. Not barbaric, but like, harsh. This contraption is built in the style of Imperial war machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Well, yeah, it's just a slide. I want to ride this slide. Wee. Shut up, Brian. I'm not cute. Brutalist, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, there's an ether current. Wait. I don't remember stuff like that. Okay. Forum Soleus. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Soleus. Pond, children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. Down here? Top counter? Just the sun come on. What? Slides are fun. Though rather small by Garlean standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant's stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. Nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. This is just kind of sad to go through. It's just a children's park and it's just been destroyed. There's more machines everywhere. Guess this is the pond? Well, as it is. Doesn't that mean that Emmett built all this? Or like, had this built and said, yes, you should build places for the children and adults to socialize before anything else. Oh, it's you. Any luck? No sign of any ceruleum. Oddly surprising, disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help but notice you gazing at the pond. Something the matter? What? Yes. I mean, no. I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. But like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. Be sopping wet when all this was said and done. Every time. Every time when we'd get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking like that. The pond was heated with a ceruleum-powered heater, by chance. I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. But that was a long time ago, and the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. I can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there could probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wait it's still unbearably cold, though. Phyllis, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Guardian would jump out of their skin if they saw it. The first has a few foreign signiferi and medici, so it doesn't scare me. I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alfino, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of verify should do the trick. Leave it to me. In order to be my store? Hey, it's okay. Considering a successful villain is to take excellent care of your subordinates? Yes. Emmett was the best one. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park. And we have a way with warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. Oh, fancy a dip? Little friendly competition might make things interesting. The last thing we need is you catching a cold. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. That we'll find out in no time. A little friendly competition might make things interesting. In Alice's favorite fashion. Last one to find this ceruleum tank is a rotten egg. Though I dare say we'll both smell like rotten eggs when this is over. Here. Alright. You delve into the murky waters but come up empty-handed. Add injury to insult, the ice on your damp clothing chills you to the bone. Ah. Oh, good thing I'm a healer. The gods could be good. It's cold. Perhaps we should have listened to Julius after all. We will go through. I am a healer after all. You delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed. So record again. Let's go, but you've subscribed. Hey, thank you for subscribing. And no worries, no worries. Have a good evening. I'll be back here again tomorrow after this stream, so yeah. Beneath the water, your fingers catch onto what you think might be a handle. Hey, we found it! Hey! This is the second time they used that sound effect for just like a questing. I say again. Hey! We will. You open the hatch and retrieve a cerulean tank. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and rancid odor emanating from every limb of your body. You'll also doubtly feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver to him your prize. Well, we did it! Come on, Alistair, we found it. Get out of the water. You found it? There must be another one here somewhere. You guys just got green chocobo. Did you find anything? I hope you did. Uncovering hidden treasures is an adventurer's bread and butter, though one is not normally required to go elbow deep in ice-cold stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of slobbering beasts or solving annoying puzzles. That's it! There's still some ceruleum left. Ah, the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alfino a hand. Eee. Call me an old man, because I have a fire, I am reborn, and my clothes are mostly dry now too. Oh my gosh, call me an old man. By fire, I am reborn. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you had taken the time to discuss a plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, you would be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all is well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did not. Oh, wait, I did. Not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. He lived well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat, and sitting down for a hot meal. Family. Visiting friends, relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter, song, happiness. Although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Grey clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings, we'd climb to the top of the tallest building we could find just to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble, those friends dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we had once had. Soon, a chance will come. We just need to hold on a little longer. Oh! Ah! I didn't want to say anything in this moment. Ah! Aliens aren't all bad. Well, at least my clothes are finally dry, though they could still do with a proper wash. Owing to the wealth of experience I've accrued in gathering firewood, I was even able to provide Julius with some basic pointers on the subject. I thought it might help to further build a rapport, and to distract him from his other concerns. Poor Julius. Oh, we're on 83 Meskina! Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. And so we go. I wonder if I had roads because I'm alright. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided we'd save those for another time, that time being now. Thank you for half an hour. Yeah, I was in queue for like an hour this morning, and that was getting in like as quickly as possible when there's only like 3,000 people. Rather than price them apart, piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casting used in compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you to stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should check the machine's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Understood. Let's get to work. According to the ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. The ceruleum gauge on this unit appears to have been broken, and you know way to determine how much fuel it may hold. Let's look for some that aren't broken. I think this game will stay for a while. Hey! Very nice game. According to the ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. Ceruleum gauge has been broken, give you no- haha, wait, is everything broken or empty? We'll keep looking. I want to at least, like, guarantee one. I don't want to fight that. No, I don't want to fight you! Go away! Ooh. It looks like it's just these four. Oh wait, no, there's one back here. There's not another one? They're all like broken. We'll use this one. Oh, it's completely empty? Oh. Hey, welcome. Let's try this one. Oh, it's still half full. Or half empty, depending on one's perspective. Either way, Julius will surely be pleased by your discovery. Hey! Of course I've heard of Updog, haven't you? And Candace just told me off. Oh my god. More explosives? Wait, is that what I think it is? Yeah. Not only did this tank survive the attack that disabled the war machine in which it was installed, it also escaped the blast of your explosives unscathed. If medals for outstanding service were awarded to inanimate objects, this champion among ceruleum tanks would surely deserve one. Have I eaten yet? Hey, I've eaten plenty today. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alice and Alpha are. Wait. I'm waiting. Oh. Oh, why are we waiting? Have I been resting? Yeah, I've been taking breaks every few hours. No worries. No worries, no worries. I don't want to be, but I am. I've been uploading VODs.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
Wait.
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
She may be in, but I feel Yoshi P's tempered her and she will stop playing. I have been tempered by Yoshi P!
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance.
How was Thancred talking to us?
We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
Because he's there? Oh wait, is he like, you know, like, invisible? RPGs are the best genre of games, change my mind. You mean MMORPGs or mom RPGs? Already played it to me. So he's like great.
The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
Does that mean like Thancred's like right here, like whispering in our ear?
This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Thancred's more like dad, you know? Not like daddy, but dad. Dad.
With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Bye, Dad.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
Let us heal you. Gaius' daddy. Side note, I was upset he was so handsome when I saw him.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
What? The people!
Sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us.
But the people...
My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
The people! Thank you for subscribing.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
Is that a gun? Is that a water gun? Looks like it. Sadly?
Will they ever escape this cult? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Euless spoke?
Ah, it's Euless, not Julius. What? Hey.
Finished your war, Council?
Oh. Oh. Oh, Euless.
Alphino and Alizé are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
Oh.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Oh.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
Oh.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Do as he says, I guess.
Get them out of here.
Oh. Oh. Alphino and Alizé will be fine, providing they do not resist. But you guys don't even have food or warmth. Once again, Julius has been trusted with unendable. You will accompany back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. The task falls to Legionaries Marcinellus and Octavia. They will pilot the Magitech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the IOIL for further detail. In those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. And that's Morphus is on my shoulder. Sorry, Morpho's on my shoulder. Oh, Morpho, it's time to go. Oh, wait. Just kidding. Not yet. You again. Ask how else, he said. So, that's to be the way of it. After all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. Those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald. Ah, I don't like where this is going. Ah. What do you want with me? Ask the eel. Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand. That he would recognize the savage as a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him, we too must be uncompromised. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varus, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Whee. Oh. I don't know what it means. What? Have you done as instructed? By ask the eel. I'm not at liberty to divulge that. What I can say is this: you have no cause for concern if our demands are met. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There's one other matter. Place addictive is on the way to your camp. Short walk from here. Follow me. I didn't check the other option. Another favorite MMORPG? At the moment, this one. This one. Too good not to be. Oh, wait. I hit 83. I don't get anything. Not yet, not yet. This way? Can we go this way? Oh, we can. Nice. Be a bit shorter. The listeners in the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. Here? We're all just gonna like ignore the AoE there. Oh.
This is my home. Our home.
Oh.
At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here?
I suppose it really was a nation moved by a... Ah.
If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
So cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains.
It's not so cute, it's so sad!
Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum.
I know.
Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms.
Oh my... Ah.
A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
I like this story so far. Ah!
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics. To see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams.
It's good.
As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined.
Good,
But it only spurs me onward. To find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too.
I'm not crying, you're
Sometimes the only
crying.
way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand. To refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
Aww.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know.
Oh.
Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
I can't.
Thank you, Alice.
Aww. Of course it's Estinian.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well.
But how do you say this is better than yours? It's such good. Oh my god. You cannot cry, right? I'm not crying, you're crying. We're all crying. We're all crying.
They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has
Oh my
changed.
god, I know.
I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
How are you like, Karina? Are you not like, as well? Are you not crying at least just like a little bit? Were you not moved even the slightest bit?
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
What, are they trying to kill me?
Ambush!
You're expecting moon people? I don't know when the moon people come in.
More are coming! Make ready!
Why do they choose this? Why do they choose to go out instead of...
The loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands
They're not
from the
safeguarding
barbarian
anything!
hordes until our countrymen return!
You idiot.
Stop, both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I've ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted.
Who watches shoes in a way of sad food?
That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord?
Endwalkers,
What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision.
Okay. I feel so relieved.
Bereft of hope, and now dignity.
Endwalker. Yes. It is Endwalker.
I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared.
This song, like, just like the way it's just like, I don't don't know what to call it. The way it's just like distorted, I guess, it makes it like even more dramatic.
Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Hey. Wait. 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 No. No. Wait. No. He's not, is he? Wait. 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 Doing it. Wait!
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
Ah! No! Don't go there!
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
Oh no.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Oh no! Thank you for the subscribe. You know, I didn't think that we would ever see a character commit suicide. I mean, I suppose you could say what the sisters did before was like basically the same thing. I mean, we didn't watch it happen, but you know what? Actually, you know, okay. Xena's at the end of Stormblood. I suppose, but I didn't feel like it as much. I guess. Like, what was that? But, like, I mean, like, okay. Xena's killing himself at the end of Stormblood was a little bit different, right? It was a little bit different. But this was just like, okay, a little bit too. But those were like, yes, we kill ourselves for this. You know, it's like sacrificing yourself to become something, right? It was more than just like, yes, no more honor for us, you know, all hope is lost, we are but ghost. You know? This was like, this wasn't, oh my god. I can't believe, you know, Garlemald. Nothing will be the same after Garlemald. I need to find Grahatia. I need a hug. I need a hug and comfort. I don't see Grahatia anywhere though. Where's Grahatia? Where's Grahatia? Why? Why don't they offer me the comfort? Oh. What do they sell? I want to know what other shops are gonna have. Wait. Contingent Quartermaster? Oh. Your inventory is not full. What a quest. It's not Garlemald, it's Garlemald. Oh my god. There's like, I need to like drive around for a bit, you know, I need to like take that in, cause like, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. I was like, I don't know, I thought that maybe they'd either, you know, be like, oh, this is a reasonable thing to do, or they would be an idiot and put up a fight, not just give up like that. No? I didn't... And it's sad. Because really, at the end of the day, they have, like, the same desire, but they're just on the other side. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna wander around aimlessly for a moment and, like, take it in. I don't know, maybe gather the Aethernet or something. Or, like, well, Aetherite. Perhaps I can attune to it now. But, like... Endwalker, yeah, but, like... Why would he kill him? I understand why he would kill himself, but... Man... No, I'm staying up. I'm staying up. I mean, I might just do more like a much longer stream now. I need a moment. I need a moment. You know, just to like take that in and... Oh my god. Oh. And it's like... I think they did a really good job with the music. Like, it was a bit weird at first. I was just... I need rest. What are you talking about? I'm fine. But I need a moment. I need a moment. You play Apex? Not really. I thought about getting into it, but I'm not that good at it. I considered it though, I considered it. But like... I don't know. Like, you know, there was Ilberd, there was Xenos, you know, but this was different. This just... You know? I do play Halo. I do play Minecraft. I don't play Fortnite anymore. I have played Apex before. But like... Oh? No? We're trying to get it working. So... The bloodstain is still there. What do the people here say anymore? Why do they stay here? I confess I have many more thoughts on the subject. You can deny he was a man of principle, misguided though he may have been. I don't play Gears of War, no. At least the pain proves I'm not dead yet. Or pride, or culture, or knowledge, all of it gone. I mean, they've gotten rid of the body, of course. No. Lord Quintus was our rock in the storm. Now we are without a leader, without direction. Nevertheless, must live on, even if it means consorting with our former enemies. Well, what do you want? Tell me about yourself. I am Decimus, Centurion of the First Legion. My sworn duty to defend Garlemald from barbarians such as you, your very presence here is an affront to my... What kind of place is it? This is Tertium, third among the stations that encircle the city. The decommissioned carriages here now serve as the First Legion's temporary base of operations. It's also become a safe house for those fleeing the turmoil that has befallen the capital. But scant supplies we have are distributed among civilian and soldier alike. We strive to maintain a sense of order in this dark time. Our true objective, however, is not merely to survive, but to reclaim our home. You have no time to deal with your band of savages. If you dare interfere in our affairs, we will not hesitate to cut you down. Oh. Oh. Have I have a night car? Yes. Oh. Garlemald. Garlemald is. I was, you know. They did a really good job with Garlemald. They did too good of a job with Garlemald. Like. Yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, Garlemald, you know, I was kind of worried that Garlemald was gonna feel like, you know, a Realm Reborn or Stormblood, where it was just like anything with the Imperials is kind of lackluster a little bit. And then they did that! I'm still crying a bit, I'm sorry. They just... I mean, I had like high expectations, but oh my god, I didn't have those expectations. Where are the twins? Gotta be somewhere, right? I mean, I didn't see a Simeon, I suppose. Well, I guess maybe the twins aren't back yet. Oh, there's Akazuka. Yeah, I cannot tell you how glad I am to see you return. Fear not, we have kept the camp safe in your absence and shall continue to do so. Pray warm yourself by the fire and leave guard duty to us. Aw. I wasn't even finished yet too. I don't think it, like... I don't think the rest of it can be that intense, though. That was just, like... It was brutal. We'll make no attempt to resist. Oh. Much more has occurred since we last met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. Wait! Oh. What do you mean you don't know? Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Wait, does she not know yet? They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they were sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, it would only incite panic, but perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Ulysses back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alfino, Alice, and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. Ah. She doesn't know. They don't know yet. They have no idea. Ah. They don't know yet. Ah. I don't know if I want to do this fate real quick, but probably not. I'm just gonna go on ahead. You know? I'm just gonna go and you know? Oh. Oh my gosh. Ah. You know, I remember at the end, at the start of Endwalker, I was like, oh yeah, you know, everything's so wholesome and upbeat and cheerful. Fuck. You know? And then they're like, ah ha ha ha, welcome to Garlemald. Oh. So that's the story of so much happened. Yeah, so much has happened. And it's been like, not even a day. It's been a day. Yeah. Like, we went to Shalem. We went to Thavner. Then we came to Garlemald. Oh. Ah. Graha! Oh, I didn't expect you to arrive so soon. It's been a development. Perhaps you'd best see for yourself. Oh, Graha! Oh. It's a comfort to see thee, none the worse for thy recent ordeals. What are you doing back here? Where are Euless and the others? Oh god, we get it from Alize? Okay. Euless. We arrived just before you did. And too late. Late for what? What's happened? Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the tent, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... No. No, he wouldn't. Tancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, into the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. Oh. He wanted us to be free. Free to choose our own fate. Allow him to guide us where I... Oh, Graha! I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others. We'll see if they reach our camp safely. After what happened to his family, the first was all Euless had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. Garlemald is brutal! I do hope the Illicibard contingent actually makes some kind of difference around. We went from hating us to having hope. the road's covered. Don't you worry. Things may get chaotic out there, but just take it as slow and steady as you can, alright? Oh. Raha. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands, perhaps in their eyes the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, mustn't give up. I really like this style for Braha though. It's got, like, he went from like very fantasy to like kind of urban, I guess? Like urban fantasy maybe? I don't know what to call it, but I like it. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? Think we could reclaim it? Rebuild it all ourselves? Before all this began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. There's a chance I might see them again. I'll take it. So take me. Take me with you. Oh. Know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to our camp they need, gladly oblige. Wait, can I do this? Oh, I can! Is that at least? Well, got the Aetherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments. Now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in the ladder room is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Yeah. I mean, it's the ladder room. There's only two. Everything's going to be alright now. Wait, we didn't see Alphino anywhere. Up here? Wait. What's Riange doing? To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from the experiences in Victor's spoils. Indeed, the Guardians view our ability to manipulate Aether with the same suspicion any Eorzeans do Magitek. Wait, we should find Alphino first, right? Of course he's here. Why? Oh. Best not to dwell on it. Not when there's work to be done. This is where it happened. Oh. Ah. Ah. Ah, it's you. One who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. Thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the world starts to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate. I'm tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'll be glad to accept. Oh. The 404 as well? I don't know what the 404 is. I know 202 is 17k people trying to log in at the same time. Oh. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass, what we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Link to 12. Link to 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures in Temperate skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our Lamentian friends. I'd save it for the Temperors. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on our map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, meet back at our camp. Okay. Oh, it's just... Dynamo is very, very dark. Oh? Very dark. Not just because there's no light. Oh, there was like... Oh, what else is in store for us then? If this is how it is now. Can't believe they did this to us. I don't know, it's like I should have been bringing my chocobo along. And eating food. Little legs will do. Doesn't do much, but light up just like how true. Yeah, lightening up, that's what I'll call that. Imagine how Trooper react. I don't want to think about how Trooper would react. He wouldn't understand anything. He'd be like, oh no, that's stupid. Yeah, it's gonna light me up, because, it wouldn't make me feel happy. It would just make me, like, be like, bruh. It would make me bruh. Which I suppose is lighter than being sad, but... Between the sisters and, or, like, Quintus, it's just like, oh, it's perfect. I don't think I have any more chocobo levels. No, I got 6 SP and I need 1 more for Choco Rush. Oh my god. You know, it's just... Yeah. There we go. Not there. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not even done with Garden Mode yet. There's this whole like area up here. I mean... Might not be at the end yet, but... Well, that's nice, and interacting that doesn't actually do anything. Tired of killing things. I just want to cry more. I just use this one. Oh. Did you guys? Okay. Did any of you cry? I don't know if any of you cried, but I'm kind of curious now if anyone cried. Or was it just me? Oh. Well, Shimo, you've been here for a while. Maybe you did. I don't wanted to know, but that was like, ah. Alright. Thancred. What's up? I didn't cry this stream. That's also because I'm missing a lot of the story, so yeah, yes, I suppose it's true. I suppose that made you think, no, but I'm pretty touched, so it's still very sad. At least you guys were sad. But there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The temper proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucy of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting flurry, but I'll save that for later. First things first, and all that. I play and I got work tomorrow too. Yeah, logging in at the moment's hard, I think. Thankfully, I've been able to avoid getting logged out because I've still been playing the whole time. So, I didn't talk to anyone else actually. I'll have to check. Well, that's what it is. Ah, Kie. I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What are the refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugee, perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We would tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that he had lived, that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps, by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Perhaps, like many others, was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him. It falls to us to clean up his mess. Or the mess. Oh. There a Graha anywhere? You know, these Pippin. I don't see Graha. Soul is here. I suppose he's just not back yet. Possible. In from the cold. Oh, this one has an interesting picture. I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence. Quite well, as it happened. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, but go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that you're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out your Stola? She was but recently attending to the wounded. She's meant to be taking the rest herself. See that she is. I will hydrate, thank you. Oh. Yes, yes. I have been taking proper breaks and imbibing and imbibing sufficient water. She's been hydrating. But what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with, between the tempered and the first wounded. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver. But nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in so doing invite disaster. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Are you guys ready to settle down for a restful supper? I am. I am. Guys ready? It is nice to see everyone. Oh.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
And for everyone to take a rest. Oh.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Aw, Madeline! Ah! It's the best thing he's ever done! Ah! Oh my god. Oh.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
Oh, Madeline, you idiot.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it.
Oh.
I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
Oh.
Mmm. It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
I can't.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
I don't know who this guy doesn't even have a name, but he's so precious. Ah. Ah. Don't cry. Oh.
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible.
Ah.
Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea, the Ilsabard contingent, we owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
We often don't have the luxury of choice.
Indeed, we can but do our utmost to unite these disparate peoples and lead them to victory.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Please don't ruin the moment.
On behalf of the Gallian Empire, thank you for inviting me today.
Oh no. No.
What? Emperor Varus?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Wait, we've been kidnapped. They kidnapped us. What? I'm so
The
mad.
experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short.
Wait, what do they do to us?
I shall begin the preparations.
Wait.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
What? We're on a date with Xenos? What?
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold.
What?
Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
Oh, wait. Who?
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing.
Wait. They steal our body?
We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
Seriously, this is such a pain in the eyes, so give me back my body. This is such a pain in the eyes.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine? I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord.
Why did Xenos want to have a dinner date with us, though?
When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes.
Does this mean that Fan Daniel cooks dinner for Xenos? Like, wait, how does Xenos eat? What does Xenos eat? Who makes the food they eat?
Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate.
Varus the Primal?
Ah, exposition is in order. The Gallian Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck.
No.
The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. And in... Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you?
He doesn't care about friend Daniel at all.
Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery.
I'll like walk while he delivers the line.
Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
Does he actually cook for him?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger, and it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own.
Wait, where is
it
he
was
going
an
with
enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself. Or together.
Ah. Wait, is he taking my body? Did he give us a voice? Ah! Wait, where are you going with that?
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak. We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
Wait. Wait. Ah. We've been stolen.
Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, withstanding orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
What's he doing with my body? Fighter flight rampart? Oh, I see, we're partial paladin. You're unknown imperial. Somebody I think it's street friend. Everybody says it's a new body. Versus just will fight to the death. Really? We have like no HP.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Imperial has breathed his last. Like the fallen Imperial. And a medical kit. Fortune Shoulder is carrying a medical kit. They use medical kits to restore depleted HP, while you can only carry a limited number, more can be found ways that can fall into the recommended check. Your respects? You're in possession of your own body, you may have had the capacity to subdue rather than stay with the soldier. In this battle, you are unable to use the full extent of your powers to reach the camp of the execution for combat wherever possible. If you are discovered, your foes will give chase. Magic tech units are especially powerful, and your chances of defeating them in your current state are slim at best. I see. Okay. I suppose we can go either way, though, right? No. This is fun, though! Have you found a medical kit in the cockpit? Oh, thank you. Hold on, someone. Okay, just have to make it through this. We can make it through, can't we? Ready? I didn't want to fight you. All set. I'm like... dead! Return to the void. You know, I have no idea. I'm gonna avoid spoilers in front of my face, but that was gonna be a bit heavy. That was, I apologize. I failed though, so I have to go back in. You can die at FXIV? Yes, you can! Well, it's hard! It's hard. Raptor, how much did you just see? Just, my neighbors there, how can I make a complaint? Am I sorry? Cause I died. I'm sorry cause I died and I have to restart it now, but oh my god. What I came from supper? Yeah, all this came from the supper. We went to go have nice supper, everything was happy, and then it wasn't happy, and now we're no longer us. I'm being done watching the stream, that's no spoilers. That's true. I think there's everything we can really do to like avoid taking damage. Aside from just like dodging away. I think it's really just like stand still hit. I don't know. Yes.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity.
No.
Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Go this way. There's a lot of them over here, so I think I'll probably want to avoid going that way. Avoid that. This is a store. 35% HP. Here's a moving around. Go this way. Okay, I think we just need to find a way through. Hey, medical. What's over here? Move. Can I? free medical. I suppose we can kind of get around under here. Do these ones move around? I guess we can't really just go through it. Over here? Medical kit. Okay, so maybe we want to go this way. How far around do we have to go? We want to stay close to this guy. Okay. Jump on top? I can still go around. Oh. Just stick over here. Oh. They don't see us. Ah, not this. So which way are we supposed to go then? Wait. Where can we go? Oh my god, please. Ah! It's not like we can sprint or anything either. We have like 20 minutes to try to figure out how to get out of here. Wait. Under the gate, some sort of remains of magic yourself how it was prepared. I see. So wait, is there something else we could get besides just medical kits? Like direct magic technique, right? Leave. Well, for this. Oh, I'm a job. What out? I suppose this is a good spot. Can't go that way. But if we follow along this wall, maybe we'll find a way out? Oh, very, like... I don't know where to go, but I guess we'll just keep going this way? Gotta be over here. No, I thought it was this. I mean, we kind of go through, but... it doesn't actually allow us to... which way are you facing? Oh, well. Fighting now. We should be good to go though. We got 4 minutes damage buff and healing buff. We'll be fine. Okay. Get this way. Oh! Hey, look at this. Identification can kill. Oh, okay, now we have to find where's the friend. So we already found the fuel, so we just have to go back to it. I don't think I found the key though. Right? So story remains here. I suppose we have one thing. I don't want to miss you, I'm not going to strike. Please! Okay. We'll make it. Can't inspect this body though. Unfortunately. So the fuel was up this way. Just at the end of the road. I don't think we found an identification key, so I guess we, Good rate and subscribe. Hey! Thank you for the subscribe. Oh. Who's over there? In here? I suppose not. Hey, here we go. This is where we get the fuel. Huh. Oh god, I'm gonna do it like this. Well, I suppose it works. Oh, we just need to find the key then. Oh, we just have to be careful. So. This is the fuel. There's an Imperial right there. We can avoid most of those just by going over here. Hey! Oh my gosh. First area from part of. Here, wait. Here. Up and turned, thank goodness. I thought I was the only one left. Ugh, the bastards got my hand when they took down my magic paper. And the parrot's leg, though it just a word, she takes it. If I had use of my hand, I might have stood a chance out there. Please send help if you can. That mean we can do it? Or do we still need to repair the line? Oh! Oh, okay. We have to go like this? Okay. Was out this way? Doesn't mean Shadow Runners is free? I'm not sure. Ah, that's a lot of things. Oh god! No! Ah, wait. I mean... that was me being stupid. Yeah, it might be bundled with the others now. I mean, I think it was always possible to get bundled, but it might be a reduced cost now. So, I don't want to do it on very easy. Okay, we'll do it this time. We'll do it faster. Right? I think we'll be able to do it. I think we'll do it.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Excellent. got it this time. I don't know if I'm supposed to like fight those things like for like 2 waves, then try to go, but we shall see, I suppose. Oh, boy. Can I still search stuff while I'm carrying this? Okay. I'll take this back. Yeah. All like the little like small cracks I can go through is kind of nice. I enjoy it. It feels like a lot more open. Let's go. How this work? Yeah. Oh, I suppose it couldn't finish it. Ah, this is not a way I want to go. Where's it? Okay. Ah, no, this is further. Do the things. Ah, no, it's not. What is further? Eh. Oh. So okay, so yeah, I think I do just stay in here. Okay. Hey, it's not too bad. Hey. What was that one? Hey, that'll be fine, right? Oh. I see what it is with the breakers too. But I should make it. I have a 4 health pack. So, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I tried running, but I can't do it to combat, though. Not like I have sprint either. Of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, what are they doing here? They all gonna explode? Okay, it's just awesome. That would be fun, actually. I think we'll be fine. I don't have much choice, but Nonsense. There's still a lot of people. This is something inevitable. Don't let me die, please. Ah. I don't know, this is like, we did it, right? Right? Huh? Unable to escape the blast, begin to lose consciousness. Ready? Ah! Okay, no. Ah! I was hoping I could press other buttons to do it, but ah! Oh. Oh god. We can't auto-lock either. We literally just have to like hold W. Ah. 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 Is this how it ends? I mean, 15 minutes to make it there. I don't know. I don't know. Even if we did. Oh no.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
Ah, that's what you think.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Eulus? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Ah, are we gonna RP now? And look for ourselves?
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
I'm sorry, it's not my fault.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
That's only her heart. Yeah.
While I know full well she
cried
can
a
handle
lot.
herself, I worry all the same.
I cried a lot today. I cried a lot in Karma mode.
Ah, speak of the devil.
No, Graha, no! No, it's not me!
Well, time to call off the search.
Ah. Oh no.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now, all's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Graha's protecting Allison? Aww. Oh, Graha. A Reaper, apparently. Oh.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go.
Ah. Is Zenos a good guy now? Of course not.
But where are my manners? We have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them, heedless of the delay, predictable to a fault, and so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days.
Ah, wait. Does that mean that Anima was responsible for the final days? Or is it just like not related?
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
Oh, I'm not dead yet.
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
I can't help but just like fangirl over him. Everything he says. I love him.
Everything in working order?
Oh.
That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Oh.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once we've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
Does that mean the first trial is going to be animal? We are ourselves. Oh. No, where's Graha? Thank heavens you're you again. Gave me quite a fright. Ah. Just a listen. Yes. It's still you. My apologies. I realized too late that the ether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. It was likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. Orime? No. No apology is necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort in knowing I'm no longer the only one to have been used as a villain's puppet. Though I pray you'll be the last. That's what I was thinking about the whole time. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm Thancred 2.0. So glad am I to see thee awake and restored to thine own flesh once more. Whatever that was, let's not do it again, eh? I will require a detailed report on what occurred whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. It can wait until later, however. For now, it's enough that you've returned. The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you were returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandania. Nothing to say. Are you certain that you've recovered? You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like I got to be everyone else for a while. You're certain you're well? Nothing out of place? No missing bits? Wait, what kind of bits could I be missing? Good. Though I won't promise the same for Fandaniel and Xenos after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days or no, this ends now. Hey! Aw. And I guess this is the trial. Yeah. Wait. I don't know who we're gonna be looking in for. Are you well enough to make your report? Suppose so. This anima was summoned by the corpse of Emperor Varus. Does her depravity know no bounds? Seems not. More to the point, we can surmise that the wave of ether issued not from the Tower of Babel, but from the primal lurking within it. Primal whose cry ring rather more loudly in your ears than ours. You were taken to the tower itself, and this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is the beating heart of the Telophoro's machinations. In which case, you have some highly relevant information. Many of you know, ever since we dispatched troops to free the Leviors, we've been developing a plan to infiltrate the tower. According to Thancred and his scouts, the main structure is lousy with tempered and enemy magic. Okay, I was like confused what that meant for a moment. Furthermore, the road leading to it has collapsed, making it difficult to approach in numbers. Thus do we propose dividing our forces into two parties, one to distract and one to infiltrate. The diversionary force will be comprised of the Ishgardian, Gridanian, and Lamentian delegations. They will begin the construction of bridges to make the Telophori believe we are marching upon the tower. Meanwhile, the best suited of our Alamegan, Uldan, and Eastern comrades will use a different method of ingress. Look here. The facility marked in red is the Enceladium, a vast magitech manufacturing, in ruins now, of course, but in the freight tunnel connecting it to the erstwhile Imperial Palace remains intact. While the Telophori's attention is elsewhere, our infiltration force can use it to enter the tower undetected. Be aware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. Tempered are using it to bring supplies to the tower even now. If it can carry the material, it can carry us too, providing we sneak aboard unseen. The Scions will lead the infiltration party. Once inside, you must locate and dispatch Van Daniel and Xenos. We'll save the people of Garlemald and those who suffer the world over. Go with that. I, Ulysses and so many others have lost much of the Telophoroi. We shall ensure they lose no more. How quickly can we enact this plan? Van Daniel made it quite clear that haste is a priority. Of paramount concern, even, assuming he didn't name the Tower of Babel on a whim. In Ammon's time, it meant Gateway of the Gods. Zand used it to refer to a void gate, but in this case, it almost certainly alludes to something altogether greater. The eldest and most powerful of primals. All the more reason to act now. The rest of the contingent is aware of the plan and are ready to move at a moment's notice. You are to proceed north to the Forum Patent. Lisa's group will meet you there. As ever, we are grateful for your foresight. This is the moment we've been waiting for no effort in your preparation. Okay. Alright. So, suppose we just go north. probably be fine to unlock. I'm pretty sure this is the trial. I think we'll be fine to unlock it and do it, right? We should be able to get a cube. Hopefully not too. Like it shouldn't be too difficult to get a cube, I think. Should be fine. Should be. This automated cavalry. Wow. Just a quick strike. I didn't even look for Grahatia. Hey. Okay, the way into the tunnel is clear. We've made sure of it. I wish you made sure to bring a coat. I wish you made sure to bring a coat instead. Oh, I'll warm up when I throw a punch or two. Barely enough cloth to swaddle a newborn. Clearly, you have spent too long on this feral dog of a Dotha. Watch your tongue, fool, lest I feed it to the crows. We will see who is the fool when you freeze to death. Expect me not to warm your ill-prepared hide. These furs are for myself and my Nama alone. Should I be blessed to meet her this day? As if any woman of worth would wish to be warmed by you, little son. Should we find such a warrior within, she will bask in my glorious flame. Are they competing for a girlfriend? Stop, both of you. Save your fire for the enemy. As for extra furs, I have plenty to spare. As do we. Oh my gosh. Everyone came in their fancy clothes. Hello, everyone. All set for battle, I see. Yes. Free of unnecessary encumbrances, if rather more susceptible to the cold. Let us review our strategy quickly, if you don't mind. Pippin's group has gone ahead to the Enceladium. That's what it is. Enceladium. We are to meet them there. We wait until the tempered detention is drawn by our divisionary force, then we sneak onto the train. Next stop, the Tower of Babel. If any, tempered included, are injured, Uzela will tend to them. These signs must press on, no matter what. We should avoid moving as a group until we're underground, but we need to make our own ways into the Enceladium. See you there! Tancred is like any opportunity to go by himself, he goes by himself. Hello, Zena. Hello, hello. I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm excited. So, let's see. Who is online that could do it? You just bug me. Oh, go this way. In here, I think? Yeah, in here. Graha? Are they in a room here? What? No? Ah, yes they are. Hail. Good to see you, Kie. We heard that you collapsed, but were given only the most cursory explanation. I'm glad you have recovered, and quickly enough to take part in the operation at that. As you will have heard, we've secured the way in. Some few are to remain behind to keep your escape route clear. Our comrades from Lance Tiers will lead the way into the station. I'll join you soon. The station is right this way. Tread lightly now. Eee. This is everyone. What is that? Can you sleep anytime soon? Maybe after this. Oh, Hydra, thank you. Consider the enemy well and truly distracted. That wasn't a lot of dense enough story in one fat black. Well, yeah. Time to go. Our primary objective is, of course, the Telophorese leaders. But, should we be presented with an opportunity to vanquish Anima, we must seize it. If it is indeed the force behind the towers, destroying it will deliver our allies from the Telophorese reign of terror. And I, for one, will not see the Guardian people manipulated any longer, be by Primal, Ascian, or anything else. Hear, hear. There's been enough of that. Hey. It's an anti-Drake command. Unlike last year. We came to help the people of Godamald, and that's what we're going to do. Together. Till the very end. The train should be along any moment now. Prepare to board, everyone. What's with that pose? Serena's always cute though. We have Graha here too. What are they doing to make all that noise? I thought they were just like building a bridge, not like explosions. Wait. Is this not a trial? Oh no, it's a dungeon. I thought it was going to be a trial. It's a dungeon with a trial at the end. No. I mean, can you speak to Graha? If Vandaniel truly is Amon, to create a great... oh, I can't read anymore. To create a gate through which the primal may pass will not be beyond him. From what I gather, he was utterly brilliant and utterly mad. Where does this go? I don't want to see now. Is it just to here? Does it go all the way for like no reason? Yes. Oh wait, okay. I'm also right. I thought that was a new set first. I was like, wait, what? Oh, am I supposed to here? Interesting. Okay. Maybe we'll save the dungeon for next time, because it's been a long day. I was like, oh yeah, I could do a trial, but I don't know if I can do a dungeon. I might fall asleep like in the middle of it. No? So. We'll end it there. Hey. Yeah, I mean, I've been going since, I don't know, I got up at 2 AM. So, some sleep would be nice. Be nice. Plus, I still gotta like edit this vlog, before I go to bed. So, if I get too tired, then I won't be able to. So, we will end it there. We'll end it there. Because it's already 1 AM. Oh, we have 24 hours? Yeah. I don't know if I want to do, like... I mean, it's been almost 24 hours, but, I didn't sleep too well anyways. My cats kept me up, and I was so excited to fall back asleep. I will try to, try to sleep tonight. Yeah. I will try to sleep tonight. Well, I mean, world's first would be like skipping all the story, and that's not something I want to do. But, I'll try to sleep tonight, and then maybe... I don't know, I'm thinking like, if I do 8 AM tomorrow, that means I have to sleep like 6 hours. I suppose if I do 9 AM, I could get like... Well, it'd be less than that. It'd be less than that, because I still have to edit this, so, I'll aim for like 10 AM, right? 10 AM on a Saturday sounds a lot more reasonable than like 6 AM on a Saturday. Hey, I will. I'll schedule a stream soon and I'll let you guys know when it's gonna be, but for now, thank you guys for joining. If there was any bits you missed that you wanted to see, while they're there, I split them in up like hour segments if you want to watch them a bit easier. So, there if you want to watch anything you might have missed. But I hope you guys all have a good night. Make sure you get some sleep. If it's afternoon or morning for you again, have a good day today. Thank you for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye. Bye.